Well, the legislation that the Senate unanimously agreed to go on yesterday was filed on January the 13th with Democratic co-sponsors, Senator Klobuchar, Senator Wyden, and Republican co-sponsors, Senator Kirk and myself. It was out in the public domain for a month before it was marked up in Judiciary Committee on February the 26th, and all members of the Judiciary Committee voted to support it. So that leads me to believe that some of the suggestions being made now that there were provisions in the legislation that people didn't know about are simply untrue. That presupposes that none of their staff briefed their senators on what was in the legislation, that nobody read a 68-page bill, and that senators would vote for a bill, much less co-sponsor it, without reading it and knowing what's in it. None of that strikes me as plausible.
Senator, can you explain the thinking behind including that provision in the human trafficking legislation?
The Hyde Amendment has been the law of the land since 1974, I believe, and it's contained in all legislation funding legislative appropriation riders now. All this does is maintain the status quo by making sure that this Crime Victims Compensation Fund, that the funds available from that fund are constrained by the same constraint that exists under all other federal law.